My UFO encounter. It's been almost 5 years since it happened, and I haven't told anyone about it because I'm really scared and I feel like it wasn't even real. Anyways, I enjoy hiking and there's a lot of places to go down here in South Florida. I live pretty close to the Everglades and there are a lot of hiking trails to explore. Most of the time I don't see anyone else and it's pretty nice to unplug and take in nature alone on my days off. One day during the fall of 2019, sometime in September, I drove out to a trail deep in the swamp and pulled into the empty dirt parking lot. There was no structure or any sign of civilization for miles, and I was completely alone, which of course didn't bother me. I got out of the car and walked over to a map that was posted up on a couple of 2x4s next to the trailhead and admired the artwork. As I turned towards the trail's entrance and began walking, I looked up through the tree line and noticed an object that seemed to be far away in the sky. It was headed my way so fast and was moving through the sky in a weird glitchy way. It happened so fast and flew right over me. It was shaped like an egg but had a sharp edge going along the middle of it, and the bottom half had vertical grooves running from the front to the back. The entire ship was silver but had a purplish/greenish shine to it that I've seen before on certain metals, but what it's called. I don't remember anything after seeing it fly over me because I passed out. I woke up hours later as it was now dark outside and I was now on the side of a dirt road. I couldn't tell if it was the same road that the trail was on and my car. My phone was also dead, so I wasn't able to call anyone. At this point I'm terrified because I'm in the middle of the Everglades at night alone. I was turning 26 that year, so I was also trying to be a man about the situation, but I was still confused and scared. I noticed a light in the distance and thought it could maybe be a house, so I started walking toward it. It wasn't too far away from where I was, maybe a couple 100 yards, and as I got closer I noticed that the light was coming from some wooden walkway that was going into some thick trees. There were no signs or any sort of structure around, but I didn't hesitate and walked the path through the woods. The pathways itself was lit by lights running down either side of it and looked really old, like it was there for a long time. As I got to the end of the pathway, it opened up to this big circular platform and the trees around it were cut back, opening up the entire area so you could see the sky clearly. There were two people, a man and woman, sitting down and staring straight ahead away from where I was standing, not moving or saying anything. I went up to them and said, "Excuse me," but they just sat there staring straight ahead. Then as I turned around there was a small humanoid creature standing there motioning to me. It looked like a classic gray alien, but it was around 3 feet tall and had a brownish-green skin color. I froze and couldn't move, but I felt the thing say it's okay, almost like it was telepathic, but I could feel it. Then the same egg-shaped UFO I saw earlier landed quickly but softly down right next to the platform. The only thing I remember after that was waking up in my car as the sun's rising. I sat there completely shell-shocked and couldn't get the event out of my head for months. It was really hard to sleep and eat for a while, and I wanted to tell someone about it, but decided not to. I lived with my dad at the time and it was just him and I, so we were pretty close, but I never said anything. He asked me what happened to me and why I didn't come home, but I ended up telling him I was at a friend's house. It's been haunting me for the last 5 years and I just needed to get it out.